So people ask me from time to time, how am I the way I am? How do I have the personality that I have today? I don't get that from time to time, so I don't. It's not one of the more common questions, and usually people don't ask me genuine questions about who I am and the things about my life. People don't really ask me that all the time, so I'm just gonna make a video on the topic. So there's a little process that I like to go through to help me become who I am today, to help me build my own personality, basically. There are 3 main things, and there are 4 categories that I created to help you understand why I have the personality that I have. One is solitude. Solitude is a big one. If you don't have solitude, you can't go on to the other ones. The next one is relaxation. Relaxation is very important. And the last one is self-reflection. Solitude is an important one because it helps you enjoy being alone. And being alone is important because if you're not alone, it's going to be really difficult to use the next 2. There's a difference between solitude and lonesome. Solitude and being lonely both have the same end result, which is obviously being alone, but they both have different ways of getting to that same end result. Solitude basically means that you enjoy being alone, and being lonely means that you don't enjoy being alone. So solitude is very important in being able to relax and then self-reflect. Relaxation is very important. You want to do some self-reflection to be relaxed. Now you have to think, how do you become relaxed? There is a good way to become relaxed, which is having peace of mind. And once you have peace of mind, it is way, way easier to become relaxed. Now you have to think, how do you have peace of mind? Well, that's a really easy question for me to answer because I know how to have peace of mind. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know how to get peace of mind. And to get peace of mind, you have to be certain. You have to be certain about things. Now you're probably thinking, well, how do you become certain about things? Well, compare it to driving a car for the first time, alright? You're driving a car. The first time you drive it, you're uncertain about it. You're nervous. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You were afraid of the unknown, basically. And a lot of people are afraid of the unknown, but that's for a different story. But to have peace of mind, you have to be certain about something. And obviously when you start driving a car and you do it more and more, you become more certain of it. And you're not afraid of driving. You're not afraid of getting behind the wheel and going places. You're more certain about it. And so to be relaxed, you have to have a peace of mind, and to get peace of mind, you have to be certain. So now that we know how to relax and that we're in solitude, now you have to start self-reflection. Now, self-reflection is looking at yourself, looking at who you are, looking at your personality, looking at who you were in the past, and looking at basically who you want to be. You could become whoever you want to be. You can have any traits that you desire, basically, which is really, really cool. It's a really cool power to have. Looking at yourself and seeing if you're satisfied with who you are, basically. You can do some research on how to do self-reflection. Everyone does their own self-reflection their own way, but I do mine a certain way that I'm comfortable with. And you should do something that you're comfortable with, too. So now we get to the other subcategories and how to do this. Basically helped me become who I am today. Now, perception is another big one that is very important. How you perceive things also helps you become who you are. I made a video about perception a while ago, and you could just go watch that. It's all about perception. Personally, I'm into perception, perceiving things, and quantum physics and all that. A lot of people don't know that, but I am interested in all that. It's kind of interesting. I'm like a little nerd. Another one is experiences. The things that you experience in life, it's important. And how you perceive those experiences also describes how your personality is going to be. If you everyone experiences something different in life, so having your own experiences and your own perception on things also defines who you are. Another one are friends and family. Friends also describe who you are, helps you perceive different people, different personalities, different traits, and family, your home life also helps you become who you are as an individual. Also, traits that are passed down to you genetically, you can't really change those in a very huge manner, but they also play a major role in you becoming who you are. You can change your personality to anything you want, which is kind of cool. Personally, I try not to be mean or rude or inconsiderate. I perceive those traits to be negative. Other people probably perceive those traits to be a positive thing, and that's a whole different subject about perception. I made a whole video about perception, so if you want to watch that, you can, but it's how people perceive things, and I perceive good traits to be desirable. Like being helpful or being considerate, just those kinds of traits. So I do a lot of self-reflection, basically looking at who I am and looking at other people, seeing what traits they have and which traits that are desirable and which traits that I want to prevent myself from having. I look at certain people, I see traits that they have that I wish I had, so I improve myself to help get those traits that they have. And I also look at them and tell myself, oh, I don't want to be like that, so I prevent myself from being like that. It's how you perceive other people and their traits, and which ones you want. Helps me become who I am and who I want to be. There's probably a lot more things that I can talk about, but I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. So that's basically all I wanted to talk about. I want to thank you for listening, and so I will talk to you another time. Alright, bye.